James Bond. We've talked about this for different reasons. And James Bond, as you know, Daniel Craig is done playing the character, right? And because he's done playing the character, if you've watched the most recent No Time to Die, at the very end of the movie, at the credits, it's rolling and it says James Bond will return. They wanted to make sure that you knew that James Bond, the character, was going to get recast and he was going to return. Why? Because they got to preserve the legacy. Because I've told y'all many times, recasting preserves the legacy of the character and all the actors that come before them. Yes. So we're going to get a new James Bond. And of course, it's easy for people to throw names out there, right? Like people talk about who the next James Bond could be. And I want you to pay attention to this conversation. Do you hear anyone talk about, I don't know, Daniel Craig tarnishing the legacy of Sean Connery, or I don't know, Timothy Dalton, or anyone like are legacies ever tarnished in James Bond at all? I guess maybe you could talk about continuity, but do we really care about continuity? Because I think when people look at the screen and they see James Bond, it's just James Bond. Whether it's connected or not, do people really care? I don't think so. Do you ever hear about people sitting here talking about, if you put another James Bond up there, people gonna argue. People gonna argue about who's the best James Bond. Has it ever been an argument? Like people been heated over who the next James Bond is, or has it been like a playful conversation? Man, that's your James Bond. Okay, cool. I like that James Bond. With all of that said, a lot of people have tossed a lot of names out there. Some people have wanted Henry Cavill to play James Bond. Personally, I don't think he has the range to do that. And yes, I have seen Man from U.N.C.L.E. Yes, I have seen Witcher. I have seen enough from him in his career to come to the opinion that I don't believe he has that acting range. I have personally said that give me Tom Hiddleston, Loki. I think he would surprise people. If you watch Kong Skull Island, that's all you need to see that this man could be suave and he could do the action all at the same time. So that's my personal pick. But of course, another famous pick, a popular pick, has been Idris Elba. A lot of people have been saying, yo, Idris Elba needs to be James Bond. I'd be totally cool with that as well, right? Of course, some people, but James Bond, he's not supposed to be black. Stop it. His race ain't really all that important. All James Bond needs to be is a man and British. And that is James Bond. That is Idris Elba, right? So the producers of the Bond series, they've come out and they've talked about how Idris they've had talks with him. They've considered it. But it doesn't look like that might happen. Because apparently, according to a new rumor for the next James Bond, the producers kind of want him to be a little bit younger. And unfortunately, that rules out Henry Cavill and Idris Elba. I mean, Henry Cavill is like in his mid-30s, give or take. I mean, he's a good-looking guy. Like, he's still kind of, because apparently they want someone that's going to be there for a long time. And that's why they want to go with a younger version. So Idris Elba, I mean, my man's about to, I think he's 50 already. I think. I don't know if you could do a lot of James Bond movies with him. Personally, if you just gave me a one-off, just a one single movie with him, I'd be fine with it. Henry Cavill, I mean, again, my man's in his 30s. Like, how young do y'all really need? So here's what ended up, what was said. And this comes from another reporter, I believe. The latest rumor, and in some ways, part of this is very much true, which is basically the Bond producers are looking for a younger Bond, someone probably in their 30s. At the end of the day, they want someone who will be Bond for the next 3 movies. For the franchise, they want someone who will carry it through the same way Daniel Craig did it. The other thing they're saying is they have to be taller than 5'10". Oh, okay. So what we got? We got some stats here. Thank you. Let's go with this. Okay, Henry Cavill's 39, Elba's 49. Okay, well, if he's 49, he can't do 3 movies. 3 movies, he's gonna be pushing his 60s. Like, because 3 movies can take about 10 years, give or take. If Henry Cavill is 39 or whatever, personally, I don't think it matters because I think by the time Henry Cavill turns 50, he'll still be, he'll still look good enough to play James Bond. But, and the fact that they want him over 5'10, I like how tall does he need to, why has he got to be so tall? Hold on, let me see. So Tom Hiddleston is actually 41. Damn. Okay, so that rules him out. Who else is there? Daniel Craig. Okay, let's go with the other guy, Ray J. Jean Page, because a lot of people have been talking about him as well. Y'all remember him, Mr. Bridgerton and all that. He's 34. Okay, I guess he could do it. Do we have a height for him? How I know he's tall. 5'11". Oh, he just made it. He just made it. Okay. So, look, I'm not opposed if they do that. My guess is that they might do a Bond prequel. That's my guess. I think that if they go with James Bond as being younger, I don't know why the taller makes a difference at all, because when it comes to height, camera angles and camera shots, they make up for all of that. It really does not matter. And on top of that, most actors in Hollywood are already short. So it really does not, it's not that big of a deal. Like if you're 6'1", if you're over 6 feet, you look like a giant on screen. Like if I were to be on screen, I would look like a giant. You know what I'm saying? Just because everybody is so short. So a lot of that stuff is relevant, or relative, I should say. But yeah, okay, so it looks like maybe they gonna go with somebody younger. I think they might be trying to do a young James Bond, maybe like how he became 007, maybe what he had to do to earn the mantle of 007. I guess that could make some sense. But I don't know. Y'all let me know, how do you feel about a young James Bond being looked for? How do you feel about them looking for, passing up someone like Idris Elba? I mean, this does kind of rule out Idris. It rules out Henry Cavill, and it might rule out some of your other favorite actors that you wanted to see as James Bond. Yeah, feel free to let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.